Hello everyone, welcome back to our channel, Becky Dave channel. It's been a while. I showed my face. Yeah, I've been busy. So today, I want to use this medium to say Happy New Year to all our viewers. Thank you for always stopping by to watch our channel. I will promise you to always bring new videos that will enlighten you and expose you to so many things on this channel. So stay tuned. So today I'll be discussing or showing you the process of how you can make your own coconut oil at home, virgin coconut oil, homemade. The process is very long, but it's worth it. You will like it. And the next video you'll be seeing now is the whole process of how it's been made. Please watch till the end and you will love it. Thank you. Yeah, welcome. So like I said, I'm using 3 coconuts. So I'll be draining out the water. I'll be putting it inside a cup. I'll be using the screwdriver and a knife, a blunt edge of the knife to cut out the coconut. So I'll be using the screwdriver to make a hole in one of the 3 black areas on the coconut. So be careful while doing that so that you will not puncture your hand. So you can see I'm draining out the coconut water now. I'm draining it out carefully. You can use the coconut water as one of your recipe for your coconut rice, or you can just drink the water to hydrate your system, or better still you can use it for your hair. It's very good for the hair. It's very okay for the hair. So that is it. You can use it for your hair too. So now the process is finished. So I'll be cutting the coconut now. So I use the blunt end of the knife to cut out the coconut and expose the coconut meat inside. So carefully you just break it with the blunt end so that it gives you a round shape, and that is what I have. That is the coconut ball inside. Carefully break it out carefully. So that's it, and the third one, that's it. Now the coconut has been cut into tiny small balls to facilitate the grinding. So I use a grater in cutting them into small balls. So now I'll be putting them bit by bit into the blender to grind them gradually. And I'll be using warm water in grinding the coconut balls. Warm water, not hot water. So I'm putting them bit by bit in order to save this blender from stress. So I'll be adding the water now into it, almost the same level with the coconut inside the blender. So I'll be grinding it now. I'll be grinding it to aid the extraction of the milk from the coconut. Make sure you grind well so that you get enough milk out of the blending process. So now I'll be pouring. I'm using a fine cloth to drain out the coconut milk from the coconut pulp. A fine cloth, you can get any fine cloth at home to do that yourself. So now I'll be draining the coconut milk out of the grinded coconut pulp now. So I'll be putting them in the bowl. Be careful while pouring so that you will not mess up the whole process. So I'll be pouring and be draining out as much as I can drain from it. Make sure you squeeze it very well so that you drain out enough coconut milk. Make sure you squeeze well so that you drain out enough coconut milk. So I'll be returning it again into the blender so as to make sure I get, if not all, almost all of the coconut milk from the coconut balls or the blended coconut pulp. So I'll be pouring it back into the blender. Be careful while pouring also not to mess the whole area up. So I'll be pouring and blending it again with warm water, the same level with the coconut balls. So blending again in order to drain out the second time. So now I'll be draining it again to get the second coconut milk from the same one that was blended the other time. And this is how I'm going to grind every other coconut balls remaining. And stay tuned and watch, and be careful while doing it, though it's kind of stressful, but it's worth the whole process. So like I said, I'll be doing that with the remaining coconut balls until I'm done with the whole grinding process. And make sure you are neat with the whole process while you are doing that. So stay tuned. So now after the whole grinding, this is the result. You can see the milk and the residue. That's the residue. So I'll be disposing of the residue and putting the milk inside the fridge, not in the freezer, inside the fridge overnight. It's night here already, so I'll be putting it overnight inside the fridge just to make the milk to solidify. So after the whole process, I've placed in the fridge overnight. So the milk has solidified, and that is the milk you're seeing on top. We have water beneath the container, so I'll be separating it now and be carefully removing the solidified parts. That is the curd and the oil. So I'll be separating it bit by bit into a container. So now I have put it inside a container to be put inside a warm area. So that is the water. You can use the water for your hair, or you can just dispose it off, or you use it to cook rice. So I'll be putting the milk inside a warm area, preferably inside a microwave. Do not on the microwave, just let it sit there and let it separate. And this is what I have After I've put it inside the microwave, a warm area, do not on the microwave if we are using the microwave, so it has separated. That is, if you can see very clearly, we have the oil up there, the cord is in the middle, and down below the cord we have the water. So now I'll be putting it in the fridge for easy separation. So now this is what I've got after putting it in the fridge. You see the white part is the oil and the underneath is the water. So now I'll be bringing it out, separating the water from the oil and the cord. So I'll be taking out the cord now, gently using a knife to separate it and taking it out from the container. And after I've done separating it, I'll be returning it back inside the microwave. I use the microwave. It needs just a warm area for it to separate distinctly, so that you'll be able to get your oil from the cord. Now I'll be separating it and putting it in a container. So gently. So this is all I've got. You can see some parts are whitish than the other. The whitish part is the oil. The other grayish part or dirty white part is the cord. The cord will be removed. So I'll be putting it in the container back and putting it in a warm area for it to separate, and for the final stage, like I said before, that the process is very long since it's a virgin coconut oil. So I'll be putting it in a warm area. I put my own inside the microwave, though I did not on it. Now this is it. It has separated again. Now have the oil on top and the cord underneath. You can see very well that the oil is at the top and the cord will be disposed. All I need is the oil. So now I'll be putting it back inside the fridge again for easy separation. Now you can see that it is more whiter. So now I'll be gently separating it. You can see it's more whiter, though we still have some cord around the oil, but it's still whiter compared to the last result. So now I'll be separating it gently and carefully. So that's it. That's the back side, and this is the oil. This is the back. So I'll be putting it, this is the last process, putting it in a warm area again for it to turn into a liquid. Then I'll now separate it. The white part is the oil, while the other part is the cord. Like I said, I don't need the cord. It is only the oil that I need. Now I'll be putting it in a warm area. You can see that it's whiter. That's the oil, and we have some part of the cord. I don't want to apply any heat, so now it has separated. That's the oil at the top, and the cord is sitting down at the bottom of the bowl. So now I'll be separating it to get my oil from it. I'll be using a funnel, a sieve, and a container to get the oil, or preferably you can use a fine cloth. You just put it there and let it be dropping itself at its own pace. But in this process I used a sieve. So this is it. Now I'll be sieving it out carefully and gently. The process is long, but it's worth it. It saves the money you'll be using to buy from and you cannot authenticate the naturality of the process that was used in the one you buy at the market. But this one you did yourself, you'll be sure that you did it yourself and you are getting it 100% pure, natural and virgin oil. So I'll be sieving out the oil. So I'll be letting it rest. Let it sit until the old oil is drained out. So thank you for watching. If you like this video, if this video has helped you, please like, comment and share. Yeah, thank you for watching. So after the whole process, after the whole sieving, putting in one area, taking it out, this is what I've got. You can see it's as pure and so pure as anything you can imagine. So this is it. There are many uses you can use it for. You can use it for your hair. It promotes hair growth for the ladies. For other purposes, you can use it for your skin, especially if you have scar on the skin. It helps to clear the scar gradually, especially if you have hyperpigmentation on the skin. It can also help to clear it off. And also it is very good for baby skin. Oh my god, if you use it for the skin of your baby, it will be so supple and fresh. And especially if you mix it with original shea butter, hey, the skin will be so supple. And adults too can use it for the skin too. It is very good for the skin. Some people, it's edible too. You can use it to cook. It's edible. You can use it to mix your cream. So many uses you can use it for. So that is all we have for you on this channel. Like I said, it is a cold compress method I used. I did not apply any mechanical heat at all. So that is why it's so pure and so white. You can see, so white. I used like 4 coconuts for this to get this amount of oil. I used 4 coconuts. And there is another method you can use if you don't want to go through that long process. There is another method you can use. I'll be showing us that method. That method, you just put it on the stove inside the non-sticky frying pan and continue boiling and boiling until all the cords is burnt and you have your oil. The oil will be extracted. I'll be showing us that in our next video. So that is all I have for you today. There are many uses. If you have any question about the process, you can put down your question in the comment section and I will attend to them all. Thank you for always stopping by. We love you. I will always promise you to bring you educative videos. So bye for now, and please don't forget to share with your loved ones, like, comment, and please don't forget to subscribe to our channel. So bye for now.